the madness. Sam Sylk, take him on the road. How this story goes, unpredictable. Sam Sylk, Sam Sylk. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sam Sylk, Sam Sylk. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sam Sylk, yeah.
What's up, y'all? What's going on? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. How is the weather where you are, people? How is it going? How's everything? Were you snowed in? Okay.
Absolutely.
Some of y'all act like the world was ending. It's only snow, people. We get it all the time. It's not like it's a hurricane.
It was a lot, though, Sam.
It's not like it's a fire.
It was a lot.
You've been without snow for a long time, and you get some and you forget it. You forget that it's just snow. Shutting down schools and closing up stuff.
Freezing my bones, making my nose run.
The
all
news
that
sitting
good
up here trying to freak people out.
It was bad, though. I got stuck like 3 times yesterday.
That's because you don't know how to drive.
I have a front-wheel drive car in Cleveland.
That's because you don't know how to drive.
Whatever. All guys think they know how to drive.
Right, and then we be sitting up there. Hey,
Exactly.
Hey, look, I'm going to get out here, and I'm going to push, and then you steer, and then we get mad at y'all.
Right.
Because you don't know how to turn it. No, cut the other way. Cut the other way. Cut the other way.
But you ain't going with me. Yeah, no. It's all your fault we've gotten into this, yes.
Man, but welcome, guys. Glad that everyone's okay. Here it's not going to be freezing forever. It's going to go up to 32 today. It's probably 32 now, 44 tomorrow. Well, then 2 days later, it's going to go back to 14.
Just melt that stuff in my driveway.
Right. All right, man. I don't understand today's letter, really, other than he needs to grow some balls.
That's it.
And but let's read the letter. And we're going to take your calls at 888-409-0931. Feel free to call in at 888-409-0931 so we can get your take on the show, all right?
All right.
Go ahead. Let's talk to him.
Dear Sam, my wife is overbearing, and she's getting worse the older she gets. She has always been a it's my way or the highway type of person, but in the same breath, she's always wrong about doing things her way.
Mm-hmm.
She makes poor financial decisions for our household. Like to her coworkers, she likes to appear like we got it like that, but we don't. She will spend our bill money trying to impress others and or giving expensive for no reason gifts to her family. We are always financially struggling because of her double life behavior. My family has gotten to where they don't want to help us because of her poor decision making. Then she gets mad at them. For example, we borrowed money from my parents, and the very next day they see her out at lunch at an expensive restaurant with her cousins, and according to my dad, my wife picked up the bill.
Oh, wow.
My mother was furious.
After she didn't borrow the money?
After she borrowed money from them, right.
Wow.
When I tried to have a conversation with my wife about her ways and what my parents had seen, she blew up. Then went on Facebook making nasty comments about them. My aunt seen the comments and tried to talk to her about it, but once again, she went from 0 to 500 and made even more comments on Facebook. My parents didn't respond, but according to my aunt, they are not happy at all. My family is not perfect, but we have always been close. With her family, that's normal behavior and no big deal. They are fine fighting with each other all the time and being vindictive. My wife thinks that it's okay venting her frustrations out on Facebook, but my parents believe she has gone way too far. They say her actions are unappreciative and disrespectful, and since she wants to be that way from here on out, we can figure it out. I'm fine with the figuring it out part, but I do agree with them that her actions on Facebook are disrespectful. I love my wife, but I need her to get her act together. What should I do?
Grow balls. Grow testicles.
Yeah, get those
They got
pants
call
back.
you back again, Ari? No. I'm talking about the R. Kelly. She's like, what dude?
Right.
The dude from R. Kelly Godson, he didn't call you back, did he?
No, he called to ask about somebody else or something.
Oh, okay.
Another hot person.
Oh my goodness. Oh boy.
I'm talking about there's a I want to put him on, but I think it'll hurt. It'll even hurt him. But anyway, he claims he's R. Kelly's God's son, and so he called me all last night, emailed me today, and then yeah. So if you're watching, bro, call in.
Mm-hmm.
It's your time to call in. Probably the only time I'll be able to take your call right now. All right, that's what I thought. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Let's read these comments here, because this is ridiculous. Bro, let me tell you, we can read these comments, but let me tell you what I would do. I would tell my mom and them they not giving her no more money. That's disrespectful for you to borrow some money from somebody, and then you go out and splurge it right there in front of their face. You're going to pick up the bill, and you just borrowed the money. Who does
You
that?
can't tell people what to do with the money once you give it to them.
But you... And I would just stop giving her money.
I bet they're not going to give her any money.
Right. So it's the way this thing works. Either you're going to stop talking about it, okay, or you're going to stop giving the money up.
But don't you meet people like that all the time? They have this problem, but they're not going to do anything about it.
Yeah. When you fed up,
Yeah.
that's when you do something. I learned that when you get fed up, if you get tired of telling somebody something over and over and over again, and they keep going another way, it's like you gotta do what you gotta do.
Well, he said that was how she always was the my way or the highway type of person.
Bro,
so.
and then is the sex that damn good? You hypnotized that much that you can't, that you're gonna go
must
broke
be.
over? I mean, come on.
It must be pretty good. It must be
What's wrong
pretty
with
good.
you? What people's talking about? What they telling him to do?
Well, Selena said, smack some sense into her. That's not nice, Selena. I'm going to tell him to smack her. And he's not going to do that anyway.
Well, on the ass, if they making love, he can hit it real hard. You gonna stop wasting our money? Stop wasting our money, girl. Okay.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Well, Lovely said she needs to grow up and be a mature adult first, then
Yeah.
act like a wife. That Facebook mess is disrespectful. You might have to walk away from her.
Yeah.
So be ready.
Let me tell you something, man. You're very childish. You're very whack to be talking about your relationship on Facebook and you married.
So what
That's me.
would you like have a real big problem if your
Yes.
person was talking?
Talking about our marriage on Facebook, about something that's going on in here. Yes.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to put a whole damn video up.
Oh.
It's disrespectful. Stays in this house. No, you don't do that. Real talk. That's very childish. If your woman going on Facebook, or your man going on Facebook about, and she borrowed money from the family, and you talking about my mama on Facebook, we got a problem. She talking about his mama too, right? The family
Well,
members, right?
I guess so, because
That's childish.
they had a problem with her childish behavior.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish.
Pearl said marry her off to one of them Jones boys because she sure is trying to keep up with them.
Yeah.
And Rashonda said he knew how she was before he said I do. He sure did.
Right.
Did.
Yeah, all was good. Oh, she'll change. Oh, I'll give her the change. See the light.
Yeah.
And now you the one that's whipped. That's what's wrong with you, boy. You whipped.
Right. Regina said you need to get some backbone and take control of your house. Y'all are out of line. Her behavior and you for allowing it. I blame you. That's not your baby mama. That's your wife. You're supposed to be the head. Better put foot down and make some changes. Oh, and pray. Maybe get some counseling with or without her. Start there.
Well, how you gonna get counseling by yourself? And
You can counsel.
well, that's
and,
true. But if
figure out where
if the thing is still about you too, you're gonna eventually have to come. That's right, Tracy. Facebook is not the way to handle marriage issues. She needs to grow up.
Yeah. Monica said, file for divorce before you end up homeless.
Yeah.
They are going to end up homeless if she's just not paying the bills.
Man, please.
Kathy agreed with you. She said, first of all, grow some balls. You've allowed this bull S to go on. Man up and take your balls back from your wife and take control of the situation.
Yeah, one day you just left him on the bed and she said, "Ooh, look at these balls. Let me put them on."
I don't think he ever had them. I don't think he ever had them. Yeah.
888-409-0931, 888-409-0931. We'll take your calls and your comments to help this man out. On another note, before I go to the calls, we got a Facebook update on a gentleman who thought that, I think this was last week, he thought that his wife's son had moved in. Those who was watching, his wife's son had moved back in with them at 30 years old.
He was 33.
Oh, 33.
Yes.
And the relationship between the mama and him was very awkward. And he would even talk about oral sex with his mother.
Right.
In front of him, they would talk about that, like, and then different chicks or whatever. And the father never, the stepdad never saw him with a woman.
Right.
No woman ever came over, and they would just be too touchy. And so I thought it was just sick, which it is sick.
Right, because the wife wasn't coming to bed.
Right. Mm-hmm. And so how many of y'all remember that thumbs up that happened, I believe, last week sometime? Well, he responded back to us today. And I cannot say everything that he said, but let me go back to it. Let me read some of it. All right.
Crazy.
All right. I just had to know what was going on. So he listened to you guys' advice. What was going on in my house. So I installed some cameras all over the house. And what a slut my wife turned out to be. She is blanking her son's blank. And he playing in her blank with a dildo. And he started blanking the dildo. I can say licking, right? Yeah. He started licking the dildo. So I couldn't see all, but that one messed me up. So I moved out that day. I called her and said, I want you and your son out in 2 days. And she said, we're not going anywhere. So I said, I have you blanking your son's blank and him playing in your blank.
It's a lot of blanks.
Yeah. If you're not out in 2 days, I'm putting it up on Facebook for all your coworkers and his coworkers and family to see. If any man grown, blank man living with your mother, you are 1 week as man. So people, okay, anyway. Yeah. So this guy, he cannot be her son.
That would be extra sick.
Yeah. He said it is though. He was married to how long? 15 years? Yes, sir. I've been with her for 15 years. He was 18.
What?
When we started dating, about 5 months later, she and her first husband. Okay, yeah.
So that was
Yeah.
her biological son.
I guess so. He said yes, because I asked him, I said, is that her real son? He says, yes, sir. I have been with her for 15 years. And he, when he was 18.
There's no fixing that. You gotta
Having
run.
sex with your son,
Yeah.
that is the most sickest, perverted, throw up stuff.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Especially what the blanks were.
Yes.
You couldn't say that was
That was
disgusting.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're in shock too. How many of y'all in shock? So go. We did this last week, I believe. It's on one of our episodes. You can check it out and see.
People are sick.
Yeah. There's some sick people in this world.
I wonder, was she like molesting the son?
Yeah, she was molesting her
beforehand?
son before that. Had to be. What type of behavior is that? You don't just one day wake up and want to have sex with your mother or your father. Or your sister?
That's gross.
Yeah. But he got him on tape. Isn't that wild? I couldn't. I don't know if I could. How do you move on to another relationship when your wife slept with you? Caught your wife sleeping with her son. What do you do?
But it was a good thing that he listened.
He listened to the people on Facebook. Y'all said to install some cameras.
He sure did.
And that's what he did.
Dang. That's gross.
I mean, can you imagine that? Ask me what happened to my previous relationship. We out on dinner. Go ahead and ask me.
Okay, what happened to your previous relationship? Are you going to be okay? Did she steal your money? What happened? Talk to me.
I caught her on camera in the house having oral sex with her son.
What? No, you can't.
He's 33. What would you say to that? What would you say to that? What would you say if a man told you that to your face?
I'd have to go to the bathroom and never come back.
Would you keep dating him?
No.
You would stop dating him. See, you can't even tell nobody that. You can't tell nobody that's why you got a divorce from your wife.
Because it would seem like you had to be into the.
You would sound like a sicko too.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. I mean, you would have to go see a psychiatrist, brother. I'm gonna tell him that. Please go seek help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he was probably
molested
or something.
Yeah. Seek help, please.
Yeah, Rashonda said, no wonder he can't get a woman. She got him to herself and wanted her husband to support them.
Sick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she also said he better keep that to himself.
Yeah.
Pay somebody, pay a professional.
Right.
Somebody.
That's just something you can't. All right. Wrapping up today's hot topics, we've been talking about Erykah Badu took heat for saying to pray for R. Kelly in Chicago.
She did.
And is anything wrong with saying pray for somebody like that? The accuser? Can you pray for an accuser? Yes.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you be able to?
Yeah. Well, because we live in a day now where people want to see. I want to make sure I say this the right way because people don't really listen to what you say. They take out 2 or 3 words.
Mm-hmm.
R. Kelly going to jail is not going to stop your nasty uncle from molesting people in your family.
True.
And we have to figure out and have a real conversation about how do you get people with help that you know has been molested as kids. And what happens is people brush it under the rug. You keep on moving, keep on life, and now they become the molesters themselves, people who have been molested. And then all you see is the adult person.
Right.
You don't take it back to when they were a kid and they didn't get help. Some people are not mentally strong enough or know how to go get help when they're young. I can say I'll bring up a story about in our family. It happened in our family. Some of them probably be mad about me talking about this. But it happened. On my mama's side, I'll just leave that. She's not here to tell her story.
That's right.
But she was strong enough, and anybody else probably couldn't take this. She was strong enough. When my mother shared this with me, I was messed up.
Right.
And I'm like, how did you live all these years with that? And later she told me my mother had lupus. Part of lupus is stress.
Stress, absolutely.
And she lived with that stress of those memories all the damn time. And that was part of the reason that took her out of here. Living with that, not being able to talk to somebody in the family and go and get counseling. I'm gonna hit it to the core. And people don't want to talk about this. It's real. It does not take up for no molesting. Now don't y'all go running to take it that way. I'm saying there's 2 ways this thing is going to happen. Okay, either they're going to begin to molest themselves, or they're going to live with it, afraid that they can never tell their story, and they're going to hurt and bury it. They're going to be hurt, messed up, tore up.
Absolutely.
Now they're going around touching other people, grown as hell, and they know it's sick, but they sick.
They are.
So how do we? The conversation needs to be, because everybody done heard something in their family, and we don't want to talk about our family. We want one person to pay the sins for what happened to you, or what you was not strong enough to stand up for that happened in your family.
That's the truth.
Now that may be too hard for y'all.
I mean, but the thing is that everybody has the right to their own
You do.
opinion.
You have your right to your own opinion.
So, Pearl said he needs prayer and an exorcism because he's got some real demons.
Yeah. Now, can I be real on this? Me and Ari was talking about this a few minutes ago. At what point don't you say, I know these women grown, I know the police been by there, I get that. But if that was me, y'all going home right now. I'm going live on Facebook. Get out my house.
Right.
Hey, John,
On
come
camera.
pick your daughter up. They getting the hell up out of here today.
Here's the Uber.
Right now, everybody go home.
Right.
I'm just saying, am I wrong? Everybody should be going home.
You know, you can't say nothing these days.
I know,
You
not
know,
a lot
everybody's
of people mad right
sensitive,
now. They
everybody's
sensitive.
so-
And as we close out on this, look how we are fighting one another over people's opinion about this. Why are we doing that? Why are we hating each other? Why the enemy loves, and I bring the enemy loves to see this confusion, and yet ain't nothing being fixed.
Right.
Ain't nothing being fixed.
Because everybody wants to feel that they are with the group that's right.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, that's why a lot of times I don't give my opinion, because I'm like, I just talk to y'all.
Right.
I just keep it over here to this because because people get mad at. That's why people don't talk about politics.
It's like, oh, you're not like me, so
Yeah.
something wrong with you.
Yeah, something wrong
with you.
Yeah.
Oh, well. You got to let them stay there. Let them stay in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? Elder, get right there, Sam. I'm going to pray for you if you don't speak back. Now that's the elder's perspective. What's up, man? How you been, bruh? Yeah. That's my guy, man. Talk to you in a minute. Hey, inbox me your number, bruh. Hey, here go Pearl said he need to clean house like Mr. Clean and drink a little bleach.
I would do the same thing that you said. I would have an Uber waiting, a little line of
Live on
Ubers.
Facebook. Oh, they leaving.
Like, see, they gone.
They leaving out here right now.
I don't have
Hey,
'em.
Sony. Look here. Ain't nobody in here.
Too late. He's dropped already. They done dropped him, muted
I'm
him,
just
everything.
saying, man.
That's the wrap.
Woo. All right. Okay. All right. On this letter, as we wrap this letter up, this man better grow some testicles. Tell your wife to stop spending up y'all money. Stop letting her borrow money from the family.
He ain't gonna do that.
All right. You feel me? And big ups to Tracy, Jason. Thank y'all for rocking with us on Facebook here. Bonnie, Tracy. Oh, Bonnie gonna say have her arrested for what?
What? Being a bad
Oh, yeah. Oh
spender?
no, they talking about the mama.
Oh, yeah. The mother needs to be arrested.
Yeah. A lot happened today. Monique, Danielle, we appreciate all of you guys for watching and listening. Man, I need to read this right quick. Hey, music man, bring it back. Tracy says, I was molested by my cousin when I was younger. I don't see him anymore, but I have overcame that in my life. He didn't win. See, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, man, Tracy, thanks for the fact that you was able to say that. That's how we start attacking this demon, this spirit. You feel me? This is how you do it. The fact that you was bold enough to do that, man, so many people get some help if we can just start talking about it.
There's nothing wrong with getting counseling.
Nothing. You got to get counseling over that, man. We'll do it again next week, y'all. I mean, tomorrow. I thought today was Friday. Get me ready to go already.